Yo, what's up, everybody, man? It's your boy AcezBetz, live on the scene, representing Allen7Enterprises LLC, the company. Hey, I've been gone yesterday. I usually make my daily video picks every day, but I was gone yesterday because I had to take care of a couple things, and there were some personal things that I was going through too as well. But I'm glad to be back here with you guys live and direct. With that being said and whatnot, as you guys can see right here from my previous video that I made with my picks here, we officially cashed. So if you watched my video and you tailed, congratulations, you cashed. All right. What I had for my picks on that video was Chet Holmgren going over his 14.5 points. He soared past that, ladies and gentlemen, with 35. And then I had Isaac Okoro go under 11.5 points. He kind of had me a little scared for a little bit because he was doing his thing in the first half. But then when the second half kind of came around the corner, he declined. And the defense from the opposing team stepped up their intensity. And that's what I believe got us to, the point that he was at right there with 7. So once again, if you guys have tailed from my previous video with these picks, congratulations to you. You have cashed. All right. I got 4 video picks that I want to do for you guys today. One of them is already bumped, but I believe you can still take it. I'll let you know when that pick comes up, so you can either take it or leave it. But I have already confirmed these 4 picks already. So, I'll show you the list. And then once again, we can move on from there. And if you guys want to take them, you can. But if you don't and you want to fade it, I totally understand. But I'm going to give you my analysis along with my explanation with the data, why I think these picks are good ones. And we'll move on from there. All right. I'm going to take a sip of this Arizona real quick. Yeah, man, this Arizona, man, is the watermelon flavor, man. These are really, really good. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I was just thirsty for a second here. But, hey, shout out to Arizona, by the way, man. They've been staying 99 cents for as long as I can remember. No matter what this economy has been going through, Arizona been sticking to their word. And they've been 99 cents, ladies and gentlemen. So shout out to Arizona, man, and their company, by the way, for staying true to the game, out there when it comes to those vending machines and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, without further ado, let's go into the picks here, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and go to the board. And as you guys can see, I have my picks in the window here on this side. And for my first pick, I got CP3, Chris Paul at 5.5 assists. I just believe that that's too low for the floor general to begin with. But I'm going to give you my explanation here in just a bit. And then I got PG13, Paul George at 8.5 rebounds and assists. And then I got K Cunningham at 2.5 rebounds, the Green Goblin pick. And then I have Terrence Jackson Davis at, I had him at 19.5, but this is the pick I was talking about, ladies and gentlemen, where they already bumped him down to 18.5 PRA going under. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the Chris Paul prop here. All right, so I got him at 5.5 going over. And as you guys can see right here, for the last 5 games that he's played, he's averaged 6.8 assists a game from the last 5. And as you guys can see right here, he had 8 on March 11 against the San Antonio Spurs. When he played against the Dallas Mavericks, he had 4 on the 13th of March. And on the 16th of March, when he played against the Lakers, he had 4. When he played against the Knicks on the 18th, he had 4. And when he played against the Memphis Grizzlies, he had a whopping 14, ladies and gentlemen. Let's dive a little bit deeper here so I can give you my explanation along with the reason why I want to go with Chris Paul's assist prop here, okay? As you guys can see here on StatMuse, this is a tool that I like to use before I make my picks to look along the history lines of the players and the data of what they have against their opposing teams or who they're going to go against, and for the Pacific prop itself. But as you guys can see here, out of the last 6 games that Chris Paul has played against the Indiana Pacers, he has had 9 assists, 10 assists, 10, 10, 8, and 5, you guys. Hey, this prop is going to get bumped. I'm surprised it hasn't got bumped yet, but it's going to get bumped, you guys. He only missed this prop by 1 game out of his whole entire career of him playing against the Pacers, ladies and gentlemen. This pick, you know, is the one. 5.5, I think, is just way too low for Chris Paul, man. He's a floor general. He's been in the game for a while. He's a vet on top of that, along with a strong supporting cast over there in Golden State. So, hey, get this, like they say, while it's hot, go get it. Let's go on Daily Fantasy Grind and also see why they agree with this pick, okay? As you guys can see right here on Daily Grind for Chris Paul, they also agree with his assist prop going over 5.5, with the odds to hit rate at 53.71%. Daily Fantasy Grind has them currently at -137, which is good. You love to see it. And right here for FanDuel, they have them at 6.5 at +118. That's really, really good to see too as well. And throughout the other sports books here, they have them at the -130s, with MGM having them at 135, which is one of my favorite sports books. And then Caesars, that also has them at -133, which is my second favorite sports book. And with another sports book having them at -150. You love to see it, ladies and gentlemen. And so with that being said, we'll go to props.cash here. I'm not sponsored by them either as well. It's just another additional tool that I like to use when it comes to, you know, searching these players and looking along the data and the history that they have, the opposing team that they're going against. You know what I'm saying? And so with that being said, as you guys can see right here, Chris Paul, the last game that he played against Indiana this year, he had 9 assists, which is leaving him currently at a 100% hit rate at 9 assists. And as you can see, his projections here, it's looking really, really good, because at 5.5 assists, they got him projected to get a little over 6 at 6.34, 6.5, which is really, really good. You love to see it. Okay. And so, like I said earlier, the sports books really have them going on the over. DraftKings has them at -130. Caesars has them at -133. And BetMGM has them at -140. FanDuel already has them bumped at 6.5. So once again, we got that inner value that we're locking in at 5.5. And that's why I'm going with Chris Paul as my pick number 1, going over 5.5 assists, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So that's why I have him as number 1. Okay. And so let's go ahead and dig into pick number 2. Pick number 2 is going to be PG-13, Paul George, the man himself. And I'm going to go with his 8.5 rebounds and assist prop. He's had a great history of passing this line, ladies and gentlemen. In general at this prop line, but as you guys can see here, in the last 5 games, he's averaged 9.2 rebounds plus assists per game here. And in the last 3 that he soared past this line, he had 12 when he played against the Chicago Bulls on March 14th. He had 11 when he played against the New Orleans Pelicans on March 15th. And then he had 10 when he played against the Portland Trail Blazers on March 20th. He only fell short, ladies and gentlemen, of this prop when he played against Atlanta with 7 and when he played against Minnesota at 6. Now, I understand that because Minnesota is my team. As you guys can see, I got my hat on. You know what I'm saying? We're the number 1 defense of the league right now, so I understand why he had that. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, let's go to StatMuse here real quick, and let's go ahead and type in Paul George here. I'm going to type in Paul George. Okay. And then the team that he's playing against is the Trail Blazers, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Portland Trail Blazers. So I'll go back to StatMuse and I'll put the Blazers. Okay. You got to be very accurate on StatMuse, man. For whatever you're asking them for, you got to be real specific so you can get the data that you're looking for, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and enter that information here. And as you can see, there's Paul George. Paul George has averaged 25.5 points with 6.4 rebounds and 5 assists in the last 8 games that he plays against the Blazers. That is very helpful to know, ladies and gentlemen. It kind of gives you that sports betting edge and more confidence as you're looking into these plays. You know what I mean? So as you take a look here at the last 8 games here that he has played against the Blazers, ladies and gentlemen, he had, the last time he played against them, a matter of fact, he has had, let's see, he has had 8 rebounds and 8 assists. So a total of 16 for the last game that he played against them. And he had 3 rebounds and 6 assists. So that's 7, 8, that's 9. So he went above his line again. And then as he played against them from the third game that he played, he had 9 rebounds and 4 assists, which is 13. And then all the way back in 2001 when he played against them, he had 8 rebounds and 4 assists as well. Ladies and gentlemen, having 9, 10, 11, 12 total rebounds and assists total in that game. So you guys kind of get the picture of where I'm coming from and why I'm making these picks. You know, it provides the data, and it also backs up what I'm talking about too as well. That gives me the confidence, and that will give you the confidence to make these picks too as well. But once again, bet responsibly. You know what I'm saying? Always bet responsibly. And use your bankroll responsibly too as well. You feel what I'm saying? But with that being said, let's go to props.cash. It's just another website that I like to use that provides information on these players. I'm not sponsored by them either as well, but let's type Paul George here, okay? Let's type him in, Paul George, and go to his rebounds and assists, okay? All right. So as you guys can see right here, man, this has been an absolute wagon, ladies and gentlemen. When it's at 8.5, this is the perfect spot for him, ladies and gentlemen, where he excels past his line, especially when he goes against the Trailblazers. As you guys can see right here, he's at minus 128 on props.cash, and he has a 100% hit rate of 12, ladies and gentlemen, for the last 4 games that he played against them. He's at a 100% hit rate of 12, okay? And as you look over here for his projections, he's projected to get a little over 6 rebounds, and he's also projected to get a little over 4 assists. So with that being said, that's 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 total, ladies and gentlemen. So he should exceed this line with flying colors. But hey, once again, these players are human, so you just never know. But with the data and with the analysis here backing me up, it gives me the inner confidence to make these plays to begin with. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being said, Paul George is going to be my pick number 2, okay? Numero dos, all right? And so with my pick number 3, this is a fun one right here, okay? And I did some research on this one before I obviously picked it. But I'm going to go with Cade Cunningham over 2.5 rebounds, the Green Goblin pick, okay? So if we type this in here, Cade, for Cade Cunningham, okay? And we go to his Green Goblin, let's see. If we go to his Green Goblin with the 2.5 rebounds, you can see he exceeded this line like back to back to back to back to back. I'm not even gonna read the numbers. You guys can see it right here that he has exceeded this prop with 5 in almost all of his games that he played against when it comes to him playing against the Celtics. This dude is an absolute stud on the team. He does his thing. He's one of the main players, and he's one of my favorite players currently right now when it comes to being productive and consistent. He's one of my top favorites. But let's go to StatMuse again and see why I like this play a lot, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and type in Cade Cunningham, okay? Cunningham. And then I'm going to type in against the Celtics. Here we go. Against the Celtics. Okay. So as you guys can see right here, for his rebounds, ladies and gentlemen, for the last 8 games that he has played against the Celtics, he has averaged 6.4 rebounds, ladies and gentlemen. We got him at 2.5 for the Green Goblin. So he should smash this play like no other. This is just him going against the Boston Celtics in his career, as you guys can see. From the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from the last 5 games that he played against the Boston Celtics in his whole entire career, ladies and gentlemen, he has had 6, 3, 8, 7, and 8 rebounds, ladies and gentlemen. So every time he faced Boston, he has went over his 2.5 rebounds Green Goblin prop, ladies and gentlemen. This one should be like the icing on the cake. You know what I'm saying? Like, this should be it right here for him going on the over. And this is also the fun pick that I like. And the main reason why I picked it is because of the data here from StatMuse breaking it down like that throughout his whole entire career. And as you guys seen earlier on PrizePicks, it's an absolute wagon right here, okay? So that's going to be my pick number 3 for this format that I'm creating for you guys. And then my last but not least pick that I'm going with is Terrence, I think it is, Jackson Davis from the Golden State Warriors under his PRA. Now, keep in mind, I had his pick when it was at 19.5. They bumped it down to 18.5, but I think it's still doable. I think it's still very doable, and I'm going to tell you guys why, okay? As you guys can see here, it looks kind of scary, right? Because he's been hitting this prop the last 4 out of his 5 games, and he's been averaging 23 PRA through his last 5 games, all right? But keep this in mind. The Golden State Warriors right now are mostly healthy for the most part. And so with them being healthy for the most part, and he's a forward on top of that, ladies and gentlemen. So with them being healthy for the most part, you know, he may not be getting that much minutes. You know, the minutes might be a factor for him that might tie into his PRA, and which will be the reason why he might not exceed this line, okay? But let's go to props.cash real quick and type in his name so we can dig deeper why I'm going with this pick, okay? Let me go back and just, okay, here we go. All right, let's type in his name, okay? Let's go to his PRA. And so as you guys can see right here, the last time he faced against the Pacers, he only had an 8 for his PRA. And I think that's when the team was fully healthy that time, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, with that being said, this will kind of give you more of the edge and have you be more confident and believing in this pick. And as you guys can see right here for his projections, they don't even have him close to that 18.5 PRA, okay? Because as you do the math here, you know, 9 plus 5 is 14, plus the 1 assist is 15, with the leftovers that will probably bring it to a little over 17, you guys. I don't see him going over this line. You know, they got him projected to have, I think it was like a little over 17, I think. It was like 17.5 for his PRA. So I believe that he's not going to exceed past his line because the Golden State Warriors, they are getting very, very healthy again. And so with that being said, it's going to go into his minutes. And I believe, you know, them playing against the Pacers and having it be a fast-paced game, they're going to want to keep their main starters out for at least the majority of the game, you know. So that's why I'm going to go with Terrence Jackson Davis as my 4th and last pick. So with that being said, I already locked this in earlier. I put a 20 on it. As you guys can see here, I'll go to my entries. As you guys can see, I put a 20 on it. So that's what I'm rolling with. And so, yeah, with that being said, I wish each and every one of you guys the best of luck. Let's cash together. I also flexed this slip, by the way. So just in case if you don't feel confident about that last pick that I told you guys, you can flex this slip too as well to use it as insurance So if one of the players doesn't exceed their prop, you can still win some money, you know what I'm saying, and not lose your money completely, you know. So once again, God bless each and every one of y'all. Thank you for continuing to be on this journey with me as I continue to, do this sports betting. And yeah, let's all cash together, you know what I'm saying? And oh yeah, also, hold on a second, let me take a sip of this Arizona real quick. Man, that's so freaking good. Shout out to Arizona, man, for staying 99 cents. But anyways, yeah, shout out to everybody here that's been rocking with me. If you guys could do me a huge, huge favor, if you could like, comment, and subscribe, it would help the channel hugely, you guys. Please, spread the word to people that I want to help you guys make money. And if you guys want to talk anything about sports betting, feel free to let me know. I'm always down to respond back to the comments, or if you guys want to privately DM me, either way, I'm down for that too. But yeah, man, let's cash together. And I hope this video helps you guys a lot to make your picks of whatever you're going to go with. And yeah, let's get it. All right. And yeah, always keep God number one in your life. Peace and one love.